Good morning. For those of you who don't know, somehow my microphone mute switch got turned on somewhere between yesterday and this morning, and I'm going to blame the dogs because it couldn't possibly be me. Thank you, Brookie. I appreciate that. Anyway, welcome to Sunday Morning Warship, which is WARSHIP, the show in which Mom will slowly open up the hundreds of ships that she's accumulated over the years and figure out what we can do to equip them with stuff. And I limit that to stuff because some of these accounts, Carl Pla and Bruce Spanner, both have basically no resources. So we're going to do some builds on these with stuff I've already got. And Sav will be really happy about that because I will be cleaning out my inventory. Yes, it is Sunday today, Chosen, which is why I decided I would do this on Sunday. Anyway, so this is one of the Ed accounts. This is Spoimler, and Ed has a decent, if not fabulous, existing build here, the Argument, which is kind of a rainbow build. Let's see if I can put it back on its original setup there. Bit of a rainbow. It's fine, but I think we're able to have a slightly better one. So I went ahead and got out my Typhoon that I won earlier this week. And boy, am I really sick and tired of doing Resistance of Starbase 1, but it's an easy one to do. So for those of you who haven't opened your Typhoon or looked at it because you're like me and you're not like Trisander or all those, or Sav or all those other people who have wonderful, wonderful ship build skills and just kind of like, oh, it's a ship. In other words, you're like Mom, and you don't really get why things work the way they do. I'll read you the description here. Typhoon Temporal Battlecruiser T6, massive battle wagon. The Typhoon Battlecruiser is the largest ship to emerge from Andoria's Lycan shipyards, one of several options considered in Starfleet's late 2380s rush to build super capital ships. The Typhoon was the smallest considered and passed over for the more graceful Odyssey class to be Starfleet's next ship of the line. Briefly abandoned, the Typhoon's rugged frame and powerful engine spoke for themselves as tensions escalated with the Klingon Empire at the turn of the 25th century. Though the Typhoon is large, it is significantly cheaper to produce than an Odyssey star cruiser, and Starfleet planners recognized its potential as a vanguard flagship, using a mix of specialized equipment and ample firepower to lead squadrons from the front as a combat command ship. Several Typhoons were rushed into service as conflict with the Klingons escalated, and they saw harrowing service during the subsequent string of conflicts that culminated in the Iconian War. Now, as Starfleet and the Khitomer Alliance sense a renewed threat looming from the encroaching and multi-dimensional Borg conflict, the Typhoon has undergone a 6th-generation refit and is ready to face another spate of interesting times. So, we can go into the specs on this later. But for the moment, let's get back to here and to here. Inventory management is the worst. I don't have to worry about inventory management. I have Sav yelling at me. Mom's got too much stuff in her inventory. Fine. Be that way, Sav. See if I care. I get to pick on Sav. Coffee time. Anyway, so let's get back to here. Yeah, I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. That's how far into this I am. There we go. Let's go ahead and use that. The Carnarvon. Well, for those of you not familiar with your English and Egyptian history, the Carnarvon was named for Lord Carnarvon, who was the guy who funded the digs at KV, Kings Valley in Egypt in the turn of the century, early 1900s. Factory new, thank you. Sav, I have too much junk in my trunk, which is why I hit the gym now. But that's a different story. Anyway, so Lord Carnarvon, while interesting in that he did some research and did enable the finding of King Tut's tomb, also died from an infected bug bite while he was at the dig after it was somewhat publicly opened. And is one of the reasons there is allegedly a curse of King Tut's tomb. There isn't. Coincidence. But is this really what we want to name this? This is not an Ed name. We need a better name for the ship. So if anybody's got a cleverer name for the Edmobile here, which I already have an Edmobile, we can't name it that, let me know. We're going to leave it go at this for the moment. And let's get to the shipyards and set this guy up. Repair ship requisition. Come on, manage. There we go. So, wow, I'm unimpressed. This is not spectacular, but let's go ahead and ready that one up. Continue without save. We're going to leave this alone for the moment. Why? Because I want... Everyone who was at the excavation is dead now. Clearly a curse. Is that true, though? When was the dig? He died in 1923. Yeah, the odds are everyone who was at that dig is now dead. Okay, I'm not going to do anything fancy for this first run. One thing we're going to try and do while we're doing these is to level up these ships so I can actually use them. And we're going to work on the builds as we go through them. Devices, what have we got here? We'll throw in just some stuff. Actually, we'll start with that. All right, we've got us a phaser build here. Don't worry, we have equipment. We're going to put some stuff in here. What do we want to throw in here for now, though? Ed doesn't have a lot of stuff, as we've discussed before. These were not his primary accounts. Anything fun for science? Maybe we'll come back to that one. Yeah, it kind of looks like we're just stealing everything off the other ship. Not that I would ever steal everything off my previous ships. Trying to give it some ability to survive while we figure it out. Do I care about cloaking? I actually do not care about cloaking. We're not doing kinetics at the moment. We've got a little there, but... Oh, that's already equipped. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. What do we want? We may be doing that because we're running out of stuff. Fine. We'll grab that one. Then last but not least, okay, this is my default team. Very basic, nothing fancy. Nothing really great. But again, we need to work on this to make it a little bit happier. Okay, so we've got a basic setup here. Let's take it up, set up a tray real quick, and we're going to go off and run this, and then we're going to come back and start putting in some toys. I found a whole bunch of Agony phasers, and still in a box, new in a box. We're going to see how we like them. And then what do we need to add to it? I've got some better equipment overall. Seeing what we have to set up here, not a lot. Oops, no, you come down here. Down. Down, boy, down. There we go. Is that on there? Nope. Yes, that's on there already. Don't know if that's going to work. We will see. Nope, already there. Just throwing in stuff for the moment. We'll see what we like. Got those in there already. Good morning, Chris. It is a mom, so there yeah. As I said, I wanted to start doing this on a regular basis. I've been thinking about it for a long time, but, life. And speaking of life, Sav had an excellent suggestion for those of you in Starfleet Strike Group about making EC in one way or another available. So Pi and I will be working on cleaning up the inventory today, and then we'll go out and explain what Sav's idea was, which is a great idea, in a message. So if you're in Starfleet Strike Group, keep your eyes peeled for a message about availability of equipment that you can convert to EC. It's close enough to morning, Chris. It's like, what, 2 in the afternoon? All right, let's give this a shot. We'll start out with something. We're going to go on normal for a little bit here. 2 p.m. See? 2:12. Yes. We'll start with a little Wanted Argala. Getting back to the Curse of Tut's Tomb, it's kind of like the Curse of the Hope Diamond. Not really a curse, just not exactly optimum endings for everybody. Oh. So we can hear some. All right, this is with absolutely nothing new except the consoles put in here. No, I'm not going to parse this, because if I want to parse things, which is better for seeing how things actually work, great in theory. 30-minute cooldown limits us to gain 2 things done per morning. So, nothing to write home about here so far. It's nice. It's taking a hit well. I mean, if you open this up and take it out of the box and go off and fly, and you're a normal player, where you play casual, it's fine.
You haven't. Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask.
But as I'm learning, playing with a ship that can effectively not die is one thing, but playing with a ship that takes a long time to kill everything takes away some of the fun of the game, and can take it from the fun into the boring range. It's one reason that I don't always enjoy some of the missions. They're tedious, because I just don't have good firepower. Oh, Chris, there's so many things I'm going to do with this. I just wanted to give it a kind of baseline. What are we doing here? And I might have to get some new officers to help out. I feel really bad about getting rid of anything that Ed did, because, I'm a sentimental fool that way. Good firepower is a matter of perspective. It is. It should be enough firepower for you to think that you're having fun. And if you're not having fun, then you're not going to enjoy it, and you're going to stop doing it.
Separate them and whittle down their numbers. We will not go quietly.
So I do martial arts, as I'm sure most of you know. And when I started doing it, I thought it was great fun because we did strictly forms. Forms are a matter of precision, repetition, and it's slow motion dancing with ultra precise movements. I loved it. It was great. And then my instructor decided, hey, we really should be doing fighting. But he didn't teach us how to fight. First time out, I got hurt enough that I thought, I'm just going to quit. I'm not going to do this. This is not fun. So I feel the same way about games. If they stop being fun, why would I do it? Why would anybody do something that's not fun? Or if it gets like this, a little on the tedious side.
picking up small habitations in some of the assets.
Scythel says, preemptive healing should not be underestimated. Being able to kill stuff tends to be more fun than just tanking stuff. Not dying is also fun. This is fine, but this is on normal. Soph says I just kill stuff faster than they can kill me. This is true. That's another option. That's kind of like on God mode, and then where's the point? You know you're better than they are. What's the point of having a fight? Oh, that kind of preemptive healing. You kill it before it can hurt you. I thought you meant getting ready, so you've got everything in store. You've at top of your shields, top of hull. Because once you start taking damage, and sometimes it takes more to get out of it than you anticipated. So we're only up to the third wave here, and this is a lot more tedious than I would like it to be. Yes, that button, Sav, is... Ed used to have that set up on the, on one of the keys. I won't say which key he had it on. He's like, when things go bad, you just hit this key. And then he changed the keybind, and I'm like, where did you put it? Where'd you put it? I haven't found where he put it on this one. Graz, that's exactly what DT says. Jiu-jitsu, the art of folding laundry with people in it. So true. I don't do jiu-jitsu, though. I do hapkido, which is similar, but we do it while we're standing up. We do have a specialist in Krav who studies with us, which is really fun. So interestingly, Taekwondo came out of karate that was done in Korea, and General Lee, who really did a lot with advancing Taekwondo, did it as being a way to silently kill enemies in trenches, in the dark. Which is kind of interesting, and he would be able to identify his opponents, because either the Japanese or the Koreans, I can't remember which one in this particular group, shaved their head, so he would grab at the head, and if they were bald, he would kill them. Barehandedly. And that's what I do for fun on the side. Not kill people. So getting back to my favorite story of getting on an airplane once, there was a young man ahead of me who was taking his obviously prized skateboard with him. And he had bought a seat for it, and the attendant did not want him to get on the airplane with that because her line was, you could kill somebody with that. And I said, I can kill somebody with a cell phone. What's your point? That did not do well for me. But they let me on, and they let him on too. But Krav, like the original Taekwondo, is a military killing art. It's not a self-defense art. And I'm definitely not judging it, just saying what it is. Hapkido, on the other hand, which is what I'm studying now, is more a hurt them enough that they're not getting up, ever. But they're not dead yet. Death by teacup. Oh, yeah. Now, we learned cell phones, T-shirts. What else have we studied on? Fun ways to do things. We have an instructor who comes in from California once a year or so and teaches us weird stuff. Okay. Meh. It's fine.
Thank you for your assistance, and welcome to this sector. We have the suspect.
It's fine. Cast iron skill is very good. Okay, so it's fine. Let's see what we did in terms of anything on that one. Got us up to 1.9. Not bad. Oh, Sav, I've got a dog. I don't need to worry about killing raccoons that way. Dogs took care of it. Okay, first things first. Let's switch it out for some better toys here. Okay, we're going with the old meta here, which is the non-baryonic matter deflector. We're going to use the prevailing innervated mycelials, and for the shields, tillies. In terms of what, Graz? What are you offering to help with? Actually, no, but thank you very much. The goal here is to... I do not have the Tholian event warp core. I don't know. Which one was the Tholian event, Sav? The goal with this, Graz, is to go through the ship and see what we can do to turn it into a halfway decent ship without help in the leveling. Like I said, if I could parse it out and see where things get benefits, where they get worse, great. If you want to give me advice on what, that's a whole different story. So one thing I found that I don't care about that. I'm going to junk all that stuff. Thank you very much. Nope, go away. Go away. So I do have the Terran Agony phaser weapons. And I was thinking to equip those on the ship. In the Tholian event, Sav, which one was the Tholian event? Second campaign. I don't think so, Sav. I didn't take over this account really until... I mean, I could go back and buy it out, I suppose. There it is. Yeah, I'd have to buy this one out. This is... None was played on it. So I took over Ed's account here with the demon hunting, but not with the Tholian. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to go and buy it out. Which I might do, but don't have a lot of Zen on this account at the moment, and 2,500 to buy out the account, or buy it out is, we'll see. We will see. All right, let's see what we got here. Do we want to do beams? Do we want to do cannons? Beams, okay. Beam arrays, beam banks. Turn rate's pretty good. We could get away with beam banks. Okay, let's see what we get here. What have we got here? Ooh, got 5 up front. 5 sets of beams up front. I'm going to have to craft me some omnis if I'm going to do that. Nope. I'm not a huge fan. If I'm going to do cannons, I'll do cannons. 4 beams, 1 torp up front. Let's see what we got there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 2 more to open here. Let's do beam. And last one. Okay, do we have a preference in torps out of my very limited stock here of torps? I have got me a dimensional hypermass torp. What is that? Oh, it's an AP. What other goodies do I have for torpedoes here? So just the hypermass. I've got a dark matter. And that's about it. I think we'll take... Yes, I'll level them up. I'll make them into good toys. Nope. Over there. There it is. Okay, let's get rid of some of this stuff. That way Sav won't yell at me. I've got a couple of the hypermass because weirdly enough it lets you have multiples of them. I don't have a Maelstrom on this. Again, remember this is an account that wasn't used a lot. Come on. Oh, she doesn't have anything. That's interesting. Excuse me, I have to put the hellspawn down. Oh my god, I can't feel my leg. No, Chris, this is the little account. Think of this as the baby account. I think I need to get a couple of things here. Do I have any sitting here? I do not. Do I have anything sitting there? I do not. What about the fleet bank? I wonder if we've got anything in the fleet bank. Wow. Not a lot. Interesting. Oh, not to worry about that yet, Sav. I will get there. What am I looking for? Oh. Do they have an officer here with training on DS9? Hate to go all the way back to Earth Space Dock just for some stuff. Ooh. Okay, that is a good question. Thank you, Sav. Ops is at the top. Round things drive me crazy. Let's see. There's my elevator. Do we work? There we go. Let's see if you've got anything in reports, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Can you help me?
How can I help you?
No. Nope. Interesting. I have no idea who thought this would be a great idea to put all these things in here to make life really difficult. Let's see. What do we need? We need...
Yeah.
Hi.
This guy.
That's... Yeah, now I find him. So, if we're going to do a fire at will, which... Let's take a quick look at what we've got here. Nope. Go away. Over there. Thank you. The only thing I've got here is Lita with a fire at will. Why have I got Lita there? This is a good question. No, I know. Okay. let's get rid of that. Let's see if she's got anything. Oh my god, he's never given her any toys! Is DS9 considered a Federation-only output, or is it still Bajorn joined? I believe it's still Bajorn joined. They did not want to release it. Alright. Training manuals. Got any recommendations?
Personally, I would probably say as much as you can buy and train them.
Well, if I'm going for beams,
But if you're asking specifically,
yeah.
good question.
Well, we're going to buy some basics out of this anyway.
Oh crap!
What?
Got DC'd.
Oh no. Are we having problems today, folks, with our internet?
Possibly.
Alright, let's start with a little Lita love. Lita, let's give you some extra stuff here. Did I not buy an extra toy for you, Lita? Lita. Oh. Oh my god, he's never even promoted them. No wonder this is so much fun. Ed! Ed, how could you fail? How could you fail like this, Ed? What have we got? And let's go see what Tarsi has. There you go. She can learn that one. So I got that one. Anything over there? Yes, yes, Cliff, it is Sunday. I was thinking, a year ago? Maybe a year ago. How interesting it was that the word W-O-R-S-H-I-P, Warship, and the word W-A-R-S-H-I-P, Warship, are very similar. And, gee, I can have some fun here. So let's go ahead.
Do any of my purchases need anything?
Always a good question. Come on. Nita. There we go. That one. Maybe that one. And Tarsi. We'll leave you with Tarsi. Tarsi, please. Thank you. Alright, so we're a little bit better off than we were. Yes, indeed. Indeed, Chris. Slowly, we're going to get things, but... So just giving you a quick rundown. I've got 13 million in EC. I've got 387 in refined lithium, and I've got a fair amount of reputation marks, and I do believe we're at 6 in all of that. What I don't have is Lobby. What I don't have is a lot of Zen. So doing this on some funding and stuff that we've accumulated over the years. And good morning, 747 Alpha Tango. You are up early. It's like, what, 5:30 in the morning there? I was thinking about you yesterday. Borg King has suggested I come up to visit him in Utah for a couple of days because it's absolutely gorgeous up there. And I thought, well, that means taking the doggos with because I can't leave them here. So maybe in the early part of the year, we'll throw El Doggos in the car and we will take a cross-country tour out to visit Borg King up in Utah, and might have to stop by and say howdy to you. Alright, let's give this a try. Anything else you guys think I should change right off the bat? Okay, let's take this up. Oh, before we do that. Alright, so we did Wanted. Let's try 9th Rule. We're sticking to doing this on normal speed. I think Boarding Party's already on there, Chris.
Looks like there was a fight.
Yeah, it's right there, but it's not a
picking up any house
whipping because I'm probably not in the right place for it. Let's just make sure everything moved over correctly.
Sorry.
Hey, that
Because, as has just been clearly pointed out, I've got a horrible bug with my Excelsior class. When I try to configure my bridge officers, they simply disappear. Yep. So yeah, there's boarding party there. Let's make sure everything came over here. I have to figure out Lita. Alright, let's see if this is any more fun than it just was. It has its place in a lower level build. It doesn't have a great place in a lower level build, but it's there. Oops, let's make sure the engines... Yes, all the engines changed over. Yay!
I thought I made myself clear to that.
Yeah, modern.
Ships for salvage. I'll be under cloak.
Well, the Pew Pew's a little more fun. They're dying faster. I kind of think this was all set up with basics that Ed had sitting around, which is kind of where I'm playing with it right now. Well, for some of us, Chris, they die too fast. Some of us aren't that good yet. I mean, with you guys around, everything just beams in as debris.
But isn't that how it's supposed to be?
That's kind of the argument is, you know, trading off some level of fun for just shooting the heck out of everything. Chris says, but that's me looking from a 12 plus year 65 Vice Admiral with 100% epic equipment, so it might be different. True enough. Come on.
Well, there's
So, Graz, I was looking at it. I've got something like 100 plus ships still in boxes.
Oh, what ships again?
trade by the knowledge.
Tons and tons of ships I've never opened, never played with, never used. My good ones, I'm going to do nice proper builds with. On the prize ships, I think I'll have some fun with them. See what we can do on Sunday mornings.
Oh, I got
Words.
there for a second. It's early in the morning.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And plus I haven't had any coffee yet.
Heresy, I say. Heresy.
Yeah. Usually by this time I've already had my third pot of coffee. Okay.
Well, I'm
I
drinking
have
a brew called The Dog Sleeps in My Bed, which is about not sleeping well because the dog sleeps in your bed, which is what they did last night. It has just a little extra caffeine, which, believe me, I need this morning.
I have a prodigy duty officer that I'm looking to.
Oh. I might have some better duty officers on other accounts that can move over here.
Well, the Gwendolyn is the
Yes.
one I have. She's a one for a ground bill.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much anytime that you use oh, hold on here, I should bring up the okay, Gwendolyn, what does she do? So, security officer, chance to beam down Watcher robots when security
Yes.
escort is used.
Very nice. I like the Watcher robots.
Yeah, so pretty much if you actually have that particular one. Kit the Watcher robot kit module. That's a good one to actually just. Well, it's a good pet ground build item. I'll say that.
I did a good ground build with Ed before he passed away, and then Rasul and a few others have sent me some more ground builds. So while this is Sunday morning worship, they might have the occasional Sunday morning ground build. We'll see. Okay, so this is fine, but it's still kind of boring. It's taking too long to kill things. So we'll finish this up, and...
Chinkum Pot, the Tellright from Prodigy. Let's see here. He's a maintenance engineer. Keep in mind, I'm giving the Star Trek Prodigy stats. Recharge time reduced for engineering team by 15 seconds, and buffed Star Trek hull repair when use of engineering team. So pretty much your healing is better. Zero reduces the time for invasive maneuvers to recharge after use by 4 to 10 seconds.
If I remember correctly, Beverly is not a bad ground duty officer to have. By the way, Alpha Tango says, I'm afraid to drink more coffee this morning. I made a Starbucks run at 9:45 before they closed last night. Our Starbucks closes at 7 or 8, depending on where it is. So if you want nighttime coffee, it's Dunkin' Donuts if you find one that's still open. And more often than not, it's make your own gosh darn coffee in the morning.
Well fought indeed.
No, not well fought. What are we doing? We're doing Discovery today. Okay, so what I'm feeling with this ship right now is more pew-pew, which I can just upgrade weapons. The one at my house closes at 10:30. Oh. Yeah, I need some better consoles. I need some better toys. Definitely need to...
Is there a particular console you need?
I don't know. So it's nice. I think the maneuverability is okay-ish. I think the engines are okay-ish. I think the turn rate is okay-ish. Thank you, 47, but the whole idea here is to play with ships that I've never opened before and seeing what we can do to turn this into something with existing materials or resources.
I got a ton of salvage consoles.
I actually do on my other accounts, which I might send over here. But what's nice is that took it up from 1.9 to 3.5, so we'd put some progress in there. Okay, what's recommendation on upping firepower aside from taking the weapons up? I mean, I can take the weapons up to epic, I think. Hang on. Now I have to go back downstairs and get some more toys. Think of this as a general process of upgrading the entire account. Isomags. Okay.
That's kind of obvious there.
I haven't used Isomag. I have never used Isomag, so that's on one of my other tunes then. Let's see if we can find it back
Chris.
here.
Hello.
Hey, Chris. Welcome aboard.
Did you know that vultures are shapeshifters? Vultures.
No, I did not know that.
They are shapeshifters. I just had a vulture in my room. I
Oh.
was just eating pizza and it was vulturing around the pizza.
Oh, I have that kind of vulture.
It took a shape of a dog, but it's a vulture. It's trying to, gather all the goods.
Thank you, Sav.
Well, this is my fluffy vulture, you.
Thanks. Someone beat me to the.
Oh, Sav. Sav beat you to it. Take your toys back. Oh, that's right. Whole image refractors.
I'm gonna scratch the hell out of that vulture.
See.
Yeah, I'm gonna scratch the...
Oh, well, this is Isomags for Plasma, courtesy of Joshua. Thank you, Joshua. Polaron. So I've got a whole set of Polarons. You guys are so nice. Get rid of some of this stuff. Oh, goody.
Right. It's so awkward to be on a Sunday on your stream.
It's my thought was to try and come up with a more codified structure of days that I'm going to be on. So, trying to do it Tuesday, Thursday, Friday nights for sure, and then in the mornings, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursdays and Fridays. Maybe.
I'm only saying I'm not used to it.
I know. I'm trying to figure out my life, which is really challenging. It's so gosh darn difficult.
Yeah, I still haven't figured mine.
Well, everything keeps changing. I'm like, okay, I'm definitely resigning. Definitely doing that. Definitely resigning.
And yeah,
Yeah, no,
then
that
life
hasn't happened.
comes in and
Yeah.
life writes in and changes all your plans.
Exactly, and then
Is
that
it-
doesn't
Yeah. It's
happen.
just saying if you want to amuse God, tell him about your plans. kind of the same thing with fate and life,
So funny, yes. Okay, the maneuverability is good enough in the ship, so I'm not going to worry about like a polaric modulator. Isomags, then, I will get for tactical consoles. Anything else you guys can recommend? Yes, I will upgrade the... I don't think I've got what I was just looking for. Do I have any...
Yeah, the isomags are engineering.
Yeah, you need to engineer them out or buy them.
Yeah. I've got a couple of
think
Ultimate Tech upgrades. Of what I've got on here, what would you upgrade to Ultimate first? Weapons?
The
Consoles?
Corp, maybe the dark matter quantum torpedo, because it really nails it nicely with its gold.
You think so?
Yeah, and I would try to put here an Omni. They were mentioning it earlier, but that's a good idea. I think there was a free Omni given away with one of the episodes. A phaser Omni. It's not a an agony one, but
the Nexus one. I know exactly the episode you're talking about.
yeah, I couldn't pinpoint which one, but I know they gave it away because now I suddenly realized recently that I have two. Because I replayed it and because I thought I didn't have it, and then I realized that one was in the bank. So now I have two of those.
Yeah, the only Omni I've got here is an AP, which is fine for the build it's designed for.
The trilithium enhanced omnidirectional.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
Pretty decent, to be honest.
yeah,
And if you epic it, it will definitely give you a nice return.
Okay, say that again, because I lost it for a moment.
the trilithium enhanced omnidirectional phaser beam array.
Yep.
Okay,
don't
Omnidirectional.
I do not think
Yeah.
I've got that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's from an episode.
Right, it's from Brushfire.
Yeah, no, beyond the Nexus.
Beyond, that one. Oh, that's an easy one to run.
Yeah. It's a part of a 3-piece set.
Right.
I actually have the turret. You have a choice of energy weapons of being either a turret or an Omni. But yeah, I have currently 2 of the 3 pieces on my ship, and 2-piece it gives you a 5% firing cycle haste for energy weapons.
Yeah, that's also an additional bonus.
Plus an extra 15 flight speed.
Oh, that was good. That's a good bonus too.
Yeah.
I actually
So-
run it just alone because I didn't usually go for those sets, but that's a good one, especially if
Yeah, and also, the engineering console.
Mhm.
that you get from it. Reinforced armaments.
Yes.
It gives you a 70% power transfer rate. 26.3 hull restoration. And 26.2 hull capacity. Now keep in mind the stats that I gave are 15 epic.
Yeah.
So it's the
We recently received
there it is.
The base might be significantly lower.
Oh, but
Still, good where they set.
I'll say this: the reason I currently use the engineering console from that episode is it ties into a rep trait, Howl's duality. The higher the hull capacity, the more crit chance you actually have.
And that's something I haven't even played with really as what he's got for traits here.
Right, I suppose I'll queue up for Azure Nebula considering I have 30
Oh, how
Tholians to
exciting.
destroy.
All right, so before we run this guy, next time I run him, I will run Nexus and build that up. And I will try and get some isomags crafted off of my other account. But let's see what this little change does. Anything else for one last run here? Any other changes you guys recommend? Suggest, would like to see?
Oh, here.
Well, thank you. Oh, what? Well, thanks.
Pretty much energy weapon batteries.
Oh yeah, they enhance energy weapons during combat. That's a very decent boost.
Very nice.
Oh, there's advanced? Yeah, there's advanced, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're advanced. Pretty much, they're going to give you an extra.
Extra damage, extra
yeah.
penetration. All right,
Yeah,
let's
so-
give this a try then. I'm going to go up and do one last one. We did Wanted, we did Ninth Rule. Anybody for last idea?
I run Blockade Runner as a good testing ground.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't done that one in a long time, so let's give that a try.
Right.
Sentinels
You
was
need to
47's suggestion.
Cute hat.
The advanced energy amplifiers, I go through those like candy.
Probably have to build that into my firing sequence then. Right now I haven't even built that up. Alright, let's see what we got here.
I haven't logged in for 2 days. I haven't even.
Oh
realized
no,
the time
heresy!
Oh
How
no,
dare
I'm
you.
sorry.
Oops.
I'm sorry. I had priorities.
Yeah, I actually didn't play a lot yesterday. I got my endeavors done. Figured out what ship we were going to do today, and then repainted my... Well, didn't repaint my bedroom, but started repainting my bedroom. Because the people who lived here before thought dark gray was a good color for the baby's bedroom and for the master bedroom.
Yeah, I remember. You said
Oh.
that. Oh, God.
So I had about a half a gallon of whitish paint left over to prime out the wall. And I'm glad I did. Otherwise, it's going to take multiple coats.
A few ships need repairs.
Still, weight beats the grey. Especially dark grey. Jeez.
Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the
It
wall
was like
here.
a broken, like a semi-grey.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Think screensaver.
Attention all ships.
Jesus.
Great. Vodwar. Thank you.
Freighter vessels to this system.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you don't like Badwar. But they think
They usually kill my butt. Reflective shields. Or, sorry. They're not reflective.
they're
They're artillery.
normal. That should be fine.
Yeah, I'm on normal. But I'm on normal with the tune I don't use.
Well, I call it a good test bed anyway. So.
No, that's fine. The goal here is to keep this fun without necessarily breaking the bank. And staying outside the range of artillery.
For a second there, I was wondering why I don't hear you game, but I just realized that I wouldn't want to hear myself either. So. There ain't happening.
Well, it's definitely better.
They seem to be doing quite good. Plus, you know, the dark matter torp, well, with a beam overload or like a proper spread, it's gonna perform miracles.
So this
Plus,
is...
I do like the animation they do when the enemy ship just dissolves into nothingness. Especially against an enemy that, like, oh my goodness, it's the... Oh. You know, was it called the Valkyrs or something like it? The Valkyrs? It's
There
the
is one, yeah.
equivalent of the Universe class, but the Romulan.
Yeah.
Is that...
Valkys,
What's
Valkyr?
that thing at the back, that hole in it? It's like a, I don't know, singularity?
Could be. I mean, it's a Romulan ship.
Yeah, but it's like kind of outside. It's showing. Is it like protected?
Well, they didn't actually want it on board. I mean, it's dangerous.
They usually have it on board because they do use
Uh,
many singularities instead of warp cores.
Scythil is saying, or Scythil is saying, I love the Valkys. It's so big, and yet has an open singularity.
Oh, so it is an open singularity. I was wondering because I looked at it up close and I'm like,
I iterate. It's
so.
too dangerous to have on board. I mean, which is true. Kind of is.
I would love to have Valkys, but I can't afford it.
Cliff
Not
says,
that
I think Twitch is having
regularly
some
on
issues. Twitch
When
having
does it
issues?
not have issues?
Yeah, really.
It's like complaining about Cryptic not having Cryptic
Bugs.
having bugs. Duh,
Cryptic
they
bugs.
have bugs.
Warning.
Duh.
Cavalry incoming. Exit area immediately.
I am exiting the area.
We're getting out of here.
Yeah, I think Valkys actually has a bit more detail on it than the Universe class, but that might be just me. But then again, they designed it themselves. It's not a canon-known ship. It wasn't designed by anyone for a ship.
Sav says, that's my one pet peeve with Romulan ships. Singularity cores suck. No, they don't.
Yeah,
They're adorable.
That's not the safest thing ever.
Oh, okay. But they are Romulan safety. Let's just say OSHA for the
Romulans and
Romulans.
safety? I don't think
Yeah.
they even have employee safety product.
Yeah, no.
Talking about OSHA violations. About Star Wars.
Yeah.
They
When they named her that and somebody was doing the reviews and kept calling her Occupational Safety and Health Administration instead of calling her OSHA, I could not stop laughing that whole time. Is that a pie?
That's a pie.
Good morning, Pie.
Hi.
Pie is joining us because Pie and I are going to go clean the inventory. Ooh, because that's how we like to spend our Sunday mornings after we kill a few things here. So definitely,
Ambitious plan.
yeah, we used to do it every couple of months. We need to do it a little more often, but Sav had a superb idea for helping out people. So we thought we'd implement, but that means cleaning out the inventory.
Good morning.
Good morning! How are you doing? Well, we're going to have to rename you Coffee Boy.
I'm somewhat ecstatic right now. but,
About?
So, the short story is the new dungeon in Destiny 2 that released on Friday had they did a contest mode for it like they usually do with new raids, and my team and I cleared contest mode this morning about 4:30.
Ah, that's why you're up at this ridiculous hour. It's not just to get your Starbucks. Let's see. Black holes are actually something viewed as potential power source in the future for interstellar ships. Yes, they are. But
Yeah.
controlling them becomes the issue.
That's the thing. They come in contact with matter.
Exit area.
We have a problem.
No, you just hire Deadpool and Wolverine and you're fine. They can take it.
Yeah, but this you have to clone them, and you know how Federation looks up.
Okay, that's a really good point. But everybody gets their own personal Wolverine, you know? I could
You want to
live
have
with
an
that.
armada? You want to have an armada? You need to have at least a few dozen.
What, Cliff? I can't have my own personal Wolverine?
I wouldn't mind one either, but
Yeah,
I
really.
don't think I would use him for his singularity knowledge.
You know, it was his birthday yesterday. Hugh Jackman's birthday. And I'm thinking, dang, he looks good for 56.
56?
56, yeah.
Yum.
Yeah, totally young.
Hello, Daddy. I mean, technically he's
Oh
too
my.
old to be too... I mean, I'm too old to be his son, but still.
I'm not saying I'm going to be his daughter. No, or I guess, yeah, actually, I'm slightly younger than his now ex-wife. They just recently got divorced, which is kind of sad. They'd been married for a long time.
Oh, so
long
he's free.
time.
I mean...
He's available.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, I know. Oh, oh, sorry. Yes.
Oh
my
no, we're so
apologies.
sorry. Who will gonna take care of you? Maybe
So I started working out at the gym, and I have a trainer because, what the heck? Might as well do that. He's like, well, what are your goals? Your age and all this other stuff. And I'm like, have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine? Uh-huh. I want to be Hugh Jackman. Okay. As long as we're being realistic. I'm being realistic. It's
Well,
only
you're allowed to dream, right?
Yeah, well, hey, I can work for it too. I don't mind the dream, but I'm going to work for it. Which is why about half the time, 5 in the morning, when, oh God, I can't get out of bed. I can't move again.
No, I'm sure he still has those days.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure we all have those
Ryan-
days. Now he's Ryan Reynolds' second wife. Oh, yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, not the guy that looks amazingly for his age.
How old is he?
Um,
I mean, I think he looks better at his age now.
47.
I think he looks better now than when he was younger.
Oh, absolutely, but he doesn't look 47.
No, he doesn't look 47, but he does look amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, that actually went pretty well. So,
yeah, it's a very, very nice one.
yeah. So before the
Moment
next
of the
run, I will
shift.
see if I can't get me some isomags and run Nexus a couple of times. So I've got some work to do this afternoon.
I'll say this: Ryan Reynolds, lucky guy, married to Blake Lively.
He was married to Scarlett Johansson before he started hanging out with Blake Lively. I mean,
Hello.
good morning.
Morning, Board King.
Morning.
What are you guys doing up at these ridiculous hours? It's Sunday morning.
Yeah, I'm off work today.
Oh, how nice. How nice. I'm not, which is interesting. And the subject of today's work, aside from doing payroll, is finding the ideal waste treatment solution for your facility. And I'm currently working on definitions of biohazardous and medical waste. Woohoo!
I thought
No,
last
rest
time
of the
you and
weekend.
I talked, you were trying to retire.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
Trying.
doesn't work with workaholic.
It's that verb. It's that trying part. I'm not doing too good on the trying part. I'm doing really good on the not succeeding part. If that was the goal, don't succeed in retiring, I'd be
But
great.
that was not the goal.
No. But I did give up enough time at the office to go hit the gym and work out with a trainer a couple of days a week. And get the dogs out for a decent walk every day, and repainted the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Started repainting the bedroom.
Hey, the wall is now white, and now I have to go get the. I think it's called Naive Peach or Native Peach. Not sure what the color is, but it's peach.
So you're enjoying the life of being retired, almost retired.
It's
Painting up in the early mornings, walking out with the trash and everything. Just yeah.
Yeah, there is that part. There's the renovating the house is going to be a huge part of the retiring, because at the point that I retire, I can't have the dogs alone in the house with people here working on the house. They'll just be upstairs making themselves stressed out. France? Poland. Cliff.
Yeah, Poland.
All right, so that is going to be it for this morning. We're going to be back next Sunday doing the same thing, but with a different ship. Sav's been up for 16 hours. Well, Sav, go to bed. But we will grab a different tune and a different ship, but we'll start out with seeing what I've done with this ship over the last week. And maybe instead of killing it at 9 o'clock, we'll run for 2 hours next week. If you guys like this for Sunday morning, I'm happy to do.
Oh, so you're getting off right now?
Yeah, I've been on for an hour. I got to do some work with Pi this morning. So we have work that we're doing for the fleet. It's stuff.
It was fun.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here on the inaugural issue of Sunday Morning Warship. If there's a ship or suggestions or anything, I've got 4 accounts, something like 150 ships unopened in boxes, and I'm willing to try different builds and experiments and stuff, so let me know. This Thursday, JB will be joining us in the stream to work on one of his builds on one of my ships. So he and I will figure that one out a little bit more in advance, so it's not so much experimenting. But I kind of like the experimenting to better understand how things work and why they work together. And does anybody know if SpaceX did launch this morning or not?
Wasn't even know where they are supposed
Yeah,
to.
they were supposed to do it.
Oh, you know me, Elon. I mean, Elon.
Let's see.
Might be some sudden
Okay.
unexpected technical difficulty.
It worked. So the goal here was to send up a ship and then catch the booster in this launch tower. So the idea is going for a very quick catch, fuel, and relaunch in the same day. So they have this giant tower, and it's got 2 arms that can close together that are called the chopsticks. But in typical Elon Musk style, the name of the tower is Mechazilla. And just for that alone.
Can you hire someone competent with at least the naming department?
I love his names. His names are so good. Yes, I'll still respect.
Mechazilla, wasn't that the?
That's a bait, right? That's a bait. That's not a real statement, right, Mom?
What, that he doesn't have?
Mechazilla was the robot version of Godzilla.
It is.
He calls half the stuff X. I'm sorry.
Oh,
but
no,
that's
not that kind of stuff. I mean, like the, like calling the regrab tower the Mechazilla, or calling the landing boat, yes, I still love you, and things like that. You know, stupid, fun names for the little stuff. You got to have fun with the little stuff. Sometimes it gets a little
general.
too. Go ahead.
Hey, remember the
In
Naked
general,
Gun
you-
movie? The bloke called "I Love You."
Yeah, yes, indeed. Sithel says, my union is now on strike against Tesla, so I have a reason not to be a fan of him. Yeah, make him do the stuff right. Go for it. I don't object to that at all. I think even if you're brilliant and smart, don't be stupid and bad to your employees, because that's not going to make
He's
you
not
popular.
brilliant or smart. He's just benefiting over someone else's work.
Well, who else did that? Oh, Edison. Everyone thought Edison was great, but,
Oh yeah,
but he
Edison was
real-
such a fraud.
Yeah.
He stole so much stuff from others and just
and did a
He
great
just
job
patented
on
it
marketing it.
faster. Yeah.
Sav says, I like Elon, but I'd never buy a Tesla. My bosses have Teslas, and they've taken me places in the Tesla, and nope, no thank you. I mean, it's comfortable,
Yeah.
but no.
I can't see myself owning an EV, period, in the near future.
So
Yeah.
Disney is fixable. It's not one person. It's just a group of people. You know,
It's a
right
lot of
now.
people with a lot
unless
of
you
money.
unless you mean Walt Disney, but he just assembled a lot of creative people.
Yeah, well, he was actually talented on
Animator.
his own, but Disney as a corporation is a disaster. But, again,
But that's just
It-
people who rule it.
that's fixable.
Yeah, that is
Your
fixable.
point, though.
Elon isn't fixable. Elon is removable.
Yeah, he is removable. You know?
To your point, though, Mom.
Yeah.
Yes, you do have to have fun with stuff every now and then, because otherwise, what's the point?
My point in the game, exactly, is I can probably copy somebody else's build and just sit there and blow things up. But for me, the fun is in getting to figure out how this stuff works or doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And also going, well, just because I've done that before doesn't mean it's the best way. And I appreciate all of you guys being here, throwing in your 2 cents worth, to try and have some fun with builds, especially like this, which is budget builds, except for you nice people who gave me stuff. Thank you. And I will put more together. But for the moment, I'm going to get the heck out of here, and Pi and I are going to work on cleaning the inventory, because that's exciting. And Sav had suggested that there are people out there who are trying to do stuff and need some assistance. So we're going to be working on figuring out the strike group bank so that there's more stuff available for people who either need EC or need to get stuff that they can access to sell for EC. So we're going to do that.
Commendable idea.
Yeah, hey, that's what the fleet bank's for. It's supposed to help the fleet, not just sit there on a couple $1 million worth of stuff.
And my fleet does that. There's always some EC. There's always some items that for low level and mid-level player, so you
Well,
can just
that
get
had
themselves
always
something.
been our goal, but it doesn't get used. So let's see if we can't make this more usable. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. 47 Alpha Tango, Borg King, Graz, Chris, and Pi. It was good to talk to you all. Pi, I'm going to pull us down into my office. And everybody else, have a great day, and thank you for being here. Bye-bye. So
Have a good
long.
one. Bye.
Stay
care.
mopsome, all those good catchphrases. Talk to you later.